There are two things to need to do to find meaning in what feels like meaningless time. The first is to find someone to talk about the situations and make a plan for what comes next. The other things you need to do is know the truth. If you have trouble, if you're confused, think about it. What's the truth? And the truth is, what feels meaningless to us is never waste in God's eyes. Has a meaning. The key is to trust God's perfect timing and remember that even in the wasting, it is an opportunity to trust God is working behind the scene. Sometimes we cannot see everything, but God knows everything and control it. That's the truth. Trust God. He is working for everyone. I would like to share with you a story about Jesus performing a miraculous healing on a man who had been paralyzed for 38 years. In this story, I'm not sure exactly how many people were waiting for their chance to rush into the pool when the water is stirred up, but great number disabled people gathered there. The man told Jesus that he had been trying to get into the water first. His intention is always, I will do my best to get first, to get water. The opportunity, I will grab it. That is his intention. But there was no one to help him, so other people always get there before him. That's the problem. He frustrated, feeling like he had wasted 38 years just waiting by the pool. He was watching as others rush into the pool and take advantage of opportunity while he was left behind. It must have been incredibly frustrating because he always tried. He tried, that's the point, but couldn't succeed even once. For 38 years, his efforts were meaningless. You know what? Finally, he met Jesus. Then one encounter with Jesus healed him completely and restored him. One time for him, the chance of healing was guaranteed 1 out of 1 with Jesus. Just one time he fixed our problem. Only one time encounter he controlled our life. In this story, I noticed two common social and personal issues that everyone can relate it to. The water only stir up occasionally. There are no guarantee. And even then, there is never enough time for everyone who need to get in. That's the problem. Shortage of opportunity, shortage of resources. Every day we experience that in this competitive society. For every winner, there are countless losers left behind. That's our life. It's not only this man's life, it's for everyone's life. It's related that competitive society, competitive issues. The second issue is more personal. He was born with a body that couldn't move quickly enough to reach the water when the opportunity comes up. Lots of people faster than him by nature. I know my weaknesses, but I don't know how I improve that weaknesses. Unfortunately, systematic inequality like this in our society and personal limitation we were born with are always present in our lives. How we deal with that. The solutions, the passage, Jesus Christ share his divine solution. How you solve the problem. Your physical problem, your emotional problem, your spiritual problem, your domestic problem in your family. Think about it. Behind the pool where the man had been laying for 38 years, there was a gate called the sheep gate. It got this name because it was used to bring sheep for sacrifice to the temple. They bring through the gate, the sheep gate is there behind him. What is the gate represent? Very truly I tell you, I am the gate of the sheep. Whoever enters through me will be saved. In this story, Jesus is telling the man he had always been right behind him. I was sitting there for you for 38 years. I know your side. I know your frustrations. I was there to hear you, but you never turn your eyes to me and always see the pool. That's the problem. The reason the man felt these 38 years were meaningless because he always looking for someone else's help and blame himself. Why I didn't have that opportunity? My body is useless. I want to go go there, but I couldn't. Jesus Christ wants to tell us through the Bible, you have some problem, you cannot help, you cannot fix the problem. Turn to your eyes to Jesus. I always behind you. In the Bible, the number 38 holds significant meaning. It represents the idea that the difficulties we experience can be lengthened or shortened depending on our choices. In Old Testament, the Israelites wandered the wilderness for 38 years. Why? Because they choose the wrong way. After they come out from Egypt, after 2 years, God gave them a chance. Hey, you see that right there? It's a promised land I want to give you. Are you ready to go? They said no. Our choice is important. When you're in trouble, when you're in time of this season, what you should do that first? To see God, Lord, show me the way and give your wisdom to discern the best way for God, for me, for everyone. Choice is important.